And this is the one you want. But what makes this the best for your kid is that hey guys, wanted to do a quick video here on a question I get a lot, which is what's the best four-wheeler for my kid to learn on? So there's a lot of different little mini ATVs. You've seen a lot on my channel that I've tested and reviewed and whatnot, and I've owned a lot of these, and I will tell you without doubt this is the best one. Okay, so I have a lot of experience with these, trust me, and this is the one you want right here, and I'll explain why. So this brand specifically is, I don't know, it's like a kamikaze. This style, my buddy has the exact same one. His is called a Ghost Scoot, but it is a Chinese 50cc ATV. There's going to be a bunch of different brand names on them, but you'll always recognize this sort of rectangle headlight. It always has this nose down here. Plastics are always different colors, and then the rear fenders often have these three fins here. But this is probably the most distinguishable part about this. So when you look for these, this is what you look for. No suspension on the front, okay? So it's a pretty simple design. They're very lightweight. There's one shock on the back. It takes a battery, so it's electric start, which is really nice. It's the same 50cc four-stroke style engine that you find on most of your pit bikes and things like that. But what makes this the best for your kid is that you can reduce the speed so that it actually goes slow. So all these kids' four-wheelers will have this throttle screw right here, which basically is a stop for your throttle. When you're pressing this in, there's a part up here that rotates. As you screw that in, it stops it sooner, okay? So you can adjust that so you can only press it in a small amount, and then it won't rev up as high, okay? So you'll see this one here also has this throttle screw. But here's the problem with these. A lot of people end up buying this style, which is the fully automatic kids ATV, and they think that'll be perfect. My kid doesn't have to shift or anything like that. You're wrong. This is what you want. The 3-speed automatic clutch, okay? Here's why. You can put this thing in first gear, turn your throttle screw in, and it will go slow, okay? What happens with these, they're automatic, so you turn your throttle screw in so your throttle doesn't go very far. As soon as your kid comes up to a little hill, he can't get up it, okay? So he gets stuck. So you either have to push him back up. Guess what happens when he comes back down that hill? He goes really fast, because these things are actually really fast, but they're only one speed, and it's like a centrifugal clutch, so the faster it gets going, the faster it goes. With the gears, like even at high RPMs, it's only going to go a couple miles per hour, so you have a lot more torque for them to get over little bumps and stuff. But with the throttle turned down, they can get over little bumps, and it still doesn't go fast. Plus, once they start getting a little older, or a couple months into it, once they're more comfortable, you can shift into your other gears, and then they can go a lot faster. They don't get bored. I can get on this and ride it easily. My 4-year-old rides this, my 5-year-old rides this, and my 7-year-old rides it. In fact, I'll have him do a clip here of riding it with the throttle screw in very slowly, and you can see how nice and slow it is. And then I'll put it in third gear for him, and then open the throttle up, and you can see what it does. Okay, so we have the throttle screw adjusted in pretty far that it only moves a small amount. You can see here, that's pressed in the whole way. It's barely even revving up. Slowly starting to rev up, but it's not a lot of throttle. And then if you shift on this one, you shift down to go into first gear. So we'll put this in first gear. One click down, and now, all right, take it for a ride. See how fast you can make it go. So he's full throttle right now. And you can see, like, I could easily jog behind him to keep up. So it's nice and slow, which is great. You can set it up in your backyard, and if your kid they're about to run into a fence or something, you can chase after them. And just what I like to do, I'll show you. You can just pick the back end up like this, and then they stop. So, all right, you can let off. But yeah, so it's easy to, and then you see we have a slight incline here. You can easily make it up this incline because it's in such a low gear, it has some torque. All right, so now let's back this screw out, give it a little more. So now we have it with a lot of throttle. And now we're gonna put it in third gear, which once your kid learns how to shift, they can shift it. Give it a little gas. All right, that's second, give it a little gas. All right, now it's in third gear. Now let's see how fast you can make it go. So once they get a little more experience, they have a lot more gears, so they don't get bored. So if you get a really slow little four-wheeler, they're gonna get bored pretty quick. And literally I can ride this four-wheeler with both my kids on it. We can putt around in first gear. You can hear this thing, but barely. Like, it's quiet. So, like, when your kid's riding in the yard, the neighbors aren't getting upset. I mean, they putt around, doesn't wake your other kid up from a nap. I'm telling you, these things are awesome. They're not that slow either. Adults easily ride them. I can ride wheelies around on this thing all day long. So, easy to start, reliable, headlight. You can make it go slow, you can make it go fast. It even has a kill switch here if you want to tie a cord to it. It's like a little loop right there. You can pull it, and it kills the engine. Then if you're running behind, you can yank the cord, shut it down. But I'm telling you, that's what you want. Kamikaze, Go Scoot, whatever. It looks like that. That's the one you want for your kid. Don't get stuck behind this one. Once they know how to ride and you can let them ride wide open, this one's fine. But these are loud. They're pretty fast. They don't have any torque to get up hills. So like, there's a little bump at the end of our yard where the kids turn off the alley. They would always get stuck on this one. That one's got the torque to do it. These things, definitely don't buy this one. Okay. That's what you want. Okay? Any questions? Put it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll do a top speed video on this.